Hey everyone, in the last video we discussed about how to set up the OWASP ZAP and also we learned about installing CS certificate in the browser. So we were able to perform such operations. Now we are going to do with a practical based on OWASP ZAP. So I hope you have already completed the lab based on OWASP ZAP setup in Kali machine. So like you can see over here, this OWASP app is running in my Kali machine and there is a testing site called OWASP Juice Shop. It's running in the Firefox browser. So like in the previous case, I have already set up the lab and also set up the proxy to the OWASP app. So now it's time to get the traffic. So our objective is different today. So we can see here we have a scanning over here, automated scanning, manual scanning. So with the help of OWASP app, we can perform automated scan on any website. And also, as a result, we can find various vulnerabilities over here. By performing automated scan, we will be able to locate various vulnerabilities which is in the testing site. And also then after we will go for manual exploration. So before we go for manual exploration, we have to understand what's difference between automate and the manual exploration. In the case of automate scanning, we are just providing the URL over here. So if we go for this option, we can see they are asking for a URL. So we can do one thing. I am disabling the proxy because we are doing in a different way. And just copy the URL and paste it over here. Then after we can see here, we have option called prediction spider, AJAX spider and all. So it is a part of our automated scan. While we perform prediction spider, it is for all website, which means a website which is having very less JavaScript, we can use this kind of prediction spider. But if we are using any modern website, we have to go for AJAX spider because traditional spider cannot find that much data because in modern site, a lot of JavaScript will be there. In the case of AJAX spider, it can be used for finding modern website which have a large JavaScript. So our objective is very simple over here. So we can provide if modern, which means if a site is modern, they will automatically go for Agile Spider. If it is an old site, they will go for the traditional spider. So it is a purpose of the automated scan. But in the case of manual scan, there are some difference. At first we will complete the automated scan, then we will cover manual scan in the next video. So here, like you can see, I have pasted the URL of the testing site. Now we have to click on attack. So actually we are not attacking over here. We are trying to find out vulnerabilities of the site. We are performing a scan over here. See here, while performing scanning on Juice Shop website, see here, I am getting some alerts. Alerts are showing like some of the vulnerabilities based on security headers and all. So we have to understand one thing. What is this? What is happening over here? So we can classify scanning as active and passive scanning. In passive scanning, we are just looking for any sort of vulnerabilities that including any kind of security related information solely or vulnerabilities only we are looking for. It's just a passive scan. But in the case of active scan, things are different. In the case of active scan, we will look for advanced vulnerabilities like that including any sort of injection attack possibilities there like that. So see over here. So we can close the unnecessary windows like this. So if you want to add something more, just right click over here and go for the attack and select what we need. I am going for active scan. While performing active scan, see over here, we can set the policies for the attack. So we are providing default policies only, nothing new over here. If I start scan, see over here, that is happening over here. So by alerts, we can see different kind of header or like any kind of misconfiguration findings are here. See here, misconfiguration findings are over here. So this is happening at the case of passive scan. But while we are doing active scan, we can find very critical vulnerabilities. So different kind of ingestion attacks and different kind of test cases are running over here in the background. That's why it is taking enough time. But here, if I go for spider, we can see here I provide only one URL, that is juiceshop.com then slash search. This is the current which I provided. But now we can see here they are trying to find out multiple kind of endpoints like robot.txt, sideman.xl. So similarly, multiple things they are going to find out. If anything is out of scope, see over here, this is a different site. That's why it is showing in a red color. So similarly, they will show different things like this. See over here, it is happening in the case of Spider. They are going to find out different kind of endpoints. And also in the case of sitemap, if you go for sitemap, it is giving clear idea regarding different endpoints over here. See this, they are showing like a API challenges, different kind of options which is listed is been showing over here. See like this. If I go for the active scan, see here, active scan is still in progress because they need to find some advanced result. And also depending on the application, it will take some time. See over here, my CPU utilization was very high. So it was looking like my machine is going to get hanged. So that's why I am stopping that one. So based on our findings, we can make a report. So if you have to complete this kind of scanning, you have to make sure of one thing, your RAM size should be very high. So currently I have a RAM, but I have allocated only very less GB RAM for the virtual machine. That's why my utilization is very high now. So I have stopped the scanning now. Now this will get reduced now. If you are facing such issue, just make sure your processor and the RAM allocation is good for the virtual machine. Once you complete this one, you can go for the report where we can generate our report. So this report can be generated in any format. So current template is based on HTML, so I'm not going to change it. We can change the templates to anything like this. See this HTML and all, but I am going to keep the HTML format, and also I am going to, okay, it is in form carry. That's a location where the report is going to save. So once we generate report, we can generate the report into the home carry location, and also it will get auto open in a browser. See here, it is showing the different kind of findings they have made, including the categories of risk, like the risk level is high, medium, low, like that, and also different kind of summaries. Multiple options are there. So I just made a simple scanning without completing that one. That's why I am not getting much result. But this is a process you have to follow up. And also make sure your machine is not getting hang, otherwise your entire findings will be lost. And also we can save our findings. Suppose you are done with the work today, tomorrow we have to continue from where we have stopped. In that case, we can save the session. So click on persistent sessions and click on OK. So we can save our sessions for the next day like this. Based on the project, we can save like this. And once you join tomorrow, we can import that from the settings. Okay, so this is how we work with automate scan in the case of OWASP ZAP. So like I told you, we were able to find out the different kind of sitemaps, different endpoints, and also output slider, active scan result, similarly like this and like that. So it is just an automated scan, but this automated scan have their own limitations. They cannot find every result because they have restrictions to access multiple endpoints. Tomorrow, in next session, we are going to learn about how to perform manual scan. Through performing manual, we will be able to find out advanced informations. So see you in the next video.